Next on the agenda is the deck. As you can see, most of the color is gone. We wanted to just go straight into sanding, but I think I'm gonna do some power washing first just to get inside of the cracks. We have some peeling paint. Let me see if I can find a spot. Like perfect, like right here. So that way we can whip that out first and then we'll go over it and sand as much as we can. Originally we were going to stain, but we have changed our minds and we're gonna go over this with the same color paint. And I know that this might happen again, but I feel like, to be honest, we just don't want to put in as much work because we have the sides that would need to be done and then we'd have to get behind here. And I feel like, to be honest, going over it with the same coat of paint will be much easier on us. And before we start power washing and sanding, we're gonna go around and hit these back into place because some of them are raised. We don't want it to get caught. More glass from the table. The neighbors are telling us to take care of wood, like we don't already have all that wood, but they have chickens. And in this economy, we need some eggs. A favor for a favor, you know? After this, we gonna need about a dozen. We're gonna need about a dozen of those eggs. So this is what it looks like after it's been power washed. It did take off some of the paint, so now we're going to start sanding. We don't have an outlet out here, so we have to go through our bathroom window.
Our deck is ginormous. Scary.
You got it.
I didn't agree to this.
Alright, so we are done. We went through 24 grit, 40 grit, and 100 grit. My husband went ahead and finished the rest. I literally took over for 5 minutes. He did a great job. I was probably going to do 60 straight to 100. I was not doing all this extra stuff. I wanted it to be buffed out, sanded, flat enough, even enough for me to go in with some paint. And I'm actually glad he took over because he went down a lot more than I would have. All right, so after the sanding, cleaning, we did get in between the spaces. We've blown everything off, so we are now ready for paint. We plan on doing 2 coats and then we should be done. right, so I finished cutting in about half, and that took me about 25 minutes. So we got this other half to do. Hopefully that takes another 25 as well. And then we're gonna go over with the full coat over top. It looked like it was going on like this, right?
Yeah, sure. And this section.
We decided to go with a lighter blue. This is day 2. We're going in with the second coat, and then we are going to move on to the stairs. This is the first coat. We're gonna let it dry, and while that's drying, I'm going to do this section over here. And then once that's dry, we'll go back over with the second coat and then we'll do the white. Okay, I'm finally going to paint the risers of the stairs, and realistically it's been about 3 weeks. We did get a little bit of rain, so that did throw me off a little bit, and maybe it was a splash of procrastination, who knows. But I'm going to do it now, and that should be the last of this project. There are stuff like, you know, I wanted to clean the rails. There's a little bit of, you know, the green algae mold. I don't know what that stuff is from the rain and just being weathered overall. There's some paint that I did get on the rails. I do have acetone, so I might, like, there's a little spot right here. So I might just go around and wipe off what is really visible. Maybe I won't, maybe I'll ignore it. Forgot I was going to put paper in between the cracks so that way it's doing a better job, but this wood is sucking it all up. I feel it's gonna take long either way. Yes, I feel like I need to tape it off. I'm literally about to have a heart attack.
What?
I think I need to not do this today. I'm so serious. At this point, it's obvious that I did not go back inside to get painter's tape. I was using any other material I could find that would fit in between the spaces. And then obviously that did not work, so I just got rid of whatever it was and continued painting. And decided since I was making the mess and needed to touch up the stairs anyway, that I would push through and whatever landed on the stairs would be painted over with that same color that's on it right now.
You're not gonna talk to the camera?
I have been, and they've been hearing me get upset.
It's better than being quiet.
This type of stuff, I put music over anyway.
Maybe you put a face on your On the clip, on the picture. What is it
Like
called?
this, the
Yeah, just like that. You won't believe.
things went wrong. Cops were called.
For real.
My coworker today was like, Sam, do you know anybody who likes dogs? I'm like, well, what do you mean? Like,
It's gonna take one in.
I know people who like dogs, yes. She's like, he's a very good chihuahua, and he is old, so basically not to give it to like a young child expecting it to stay around for another 20 years. And I was like, no. And then on top of that, I was like, a chihuahua girl? I was like, nobody that wants a damn chihuahua.
Mm-hmm. And an old one at that.
Mm-hmm. But I told her, I was like, go online. I'm like, I feel like she'll find a bunch of people who's like obsessed with the animals. Alright, I never want to do this again. I'm gonna give this a second coat, and then my husband's gonna do
Don't lie.
do this side. And we're done. I don't see anything.